Hey, what's going down, everybody? This your boy Jay Mason, inside the Time Machine on WUAG 103.FM, playing the best in new and old school hip hop, R&B, and everything else in between. With me on the phone right now, I have Melvin Riley and Willie Triplett from the 80s R&B group Ready for the World. Melvin, Willie, thank you for doing this interview.
Hey, it's our pleasure.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Doing great. Just gearing up to do some things in the new year. We're rehearsing right now to do some shows starting in the summertime.
Okay.
Right.
All right, so you guys are definitely still doing your thing, performing and stuff. Mine is the drip juice. Yeah, we're going to get into more about the drip juice and the curls a little bit later. Now, any one of you guys can take this. How did Ready for the World start? But before that, tell me a little bit about growing up in Flint, Michigan.
Well, Flint, Michigan, as you know, was an automotive town back in the 60s, 70s, and the 80s as well. So we didn't have a lot of musical things going on in the city of Flint, but down the road, which is in Detroit, you had some of the best artists ever known to the R&B world, like the Temptations, Diana Ross, Enchantment, so many different groups. And so we pretty much grew up in a pretty much blue-collar town with a lot of school education being the priority. But, you know, we all collectively got together in talent shows and pursued this music thing, and that's kind of where we grew our legs as far as, you know, growing up in the city of Flint and starting our music career.
Now, during those talent shows, was it one of those talent shows where if you put it down, you'll be like the Mac Daddies at school the next week, and if you didn't put down, folks would laugh at you and be like, man, y'all suck?
We actually used to compete against each other, certain band members. Willie and his brothers were in a group, and Gordon and myself were in a group, and, you know, we would usually just break them down and beat them down in the talent shows. So they said, hey, if we can't beat them, let's join them.
Don't believe the hype.
Yep, that's the old adage and everything like that. Now, tell me, how did Ready for the World form?
Willie, you want to take that?
Well, like Melvin just said, I was in a group with my brothers, and Melvin and Gordon was in the band. We used to compete against each other in talent shows. Greg was pretty much doing his own thing, and he was kind of in and out of Melvin. And what we did was, after Melvin's graduation, we got together and linked up and pretty much recorded a bunch of demos that Gordon thought we should take down to Mojo, down
WJLB.
WJLB. So when we went down there and Mojo threw it on the air, you know, phone lit up, and he hooked us up with his attorney, and the rest is history.
That's right, the rest is history, and I believe it was 1983 or mid-80s, Tonight starting off as a regional hit, and then it went national, correct, Melvin?
Right. Tonight was a song that we had written as we were very young, and we didn't have a record deal at the time, but we were one of the first groups to have that independent label. So we formed our own label back when we were 16, 17 years old, and got recognition, and from there the attorneys and the bigwigs caught on and went from there.
What was the name of the label, I might add?
Blue Lake Records.
Blue Lake Records, and of course Tonight, you know, hot slow jam record, and just recently Twista and Trey Songz sampled that.
Right, which was a great success.
And a lot of babies probably were conceived off of Tonight, because whenever I hear that record, I just think about blue light basements, Jerry curl juice dripping, greasy pillows, shower caps, and just about anything else. So I know you guys were really influenced by the Minneapolis funk sound, Prince, Morris Day and the Time.
Right. Well, not just that. Willie was influenced by Earth, Wind and Fire and Jeffrey Osborne, as well as I was Parliament Funkadelic, Cameo. Gordon was influenced by Prince, to name a few. So yeah, it was a collective, not just the Minneapolis sound, although when we came out, a lot of people had, you know, compared us to that, which was fine with us, but we've got so many different influences, and I guess we just kind of, you know, when you listen to our up-tempos and then you listen to our ballads, you'll hear a little diversification in that.
Now, was it because the success of Tonight that made all the people, the labels come to you, and then you guys ended up signing to MCA, correct?
Oh, well, definitely. It was a political thing for the most part. When you start moving up the charts on either one radio station or within a particular region, you're pretty much in other folks' way. So through that scenario, we were able to draw attention to ourselves from other labels.